Hello and welcome back to Sonic CD. Here we are in Collision Chaos. Very pink zone, and it has a lot of collision stuff. And here's Amy Rose, or as she was known, Rosie the Rascal back then. She is well, in the Japanese version, she was someone who liked tarot cards, and her fortune said to come to this island to see if, see her true love, and she met Sonic, and ever since then she's been following him, hounding him, even to this day. Although in some games she does develop out of that. Collision Chaos has a lot of springs, a lot of bumpers, very slopey as well. When Christian Whitehead tooled the game, he fixed a lot of bugs that were in the original version, which you could bounce out of loops sometimes if you were going too fast, or just some things just wouldn't connect with Sonic properly. He fixed the collision detection. There's also slicers from freaking Metropolis Zone, or at least beta versions of them, and good lord, when we get to Sonic 2, you will feel my ire on those guys. Collision Chaos has plenty of areas where you can travel in time freely, like this little loop here. Like, that's its whole purpose, is to be a little area. Now that, I don't believe, was open in the present, so this is helpful, although there's a lot of danger in the bottom of the past route, so careful about that. It's kind of like Spring Yard Zone. Lots of danger on that bottom route. Reward you going up. Watch out for those blades, because they will peck you, like, as you saw there. Nearly got hit. Ugh. Also, if you hate bouncy stages, yeah, you might not like this area at all. There's tons of bounciness. And that was Zone 1. And we got yet another 50 rings to add to our huge score at this point. If you manage to get a good amount of points, you can just rack up lives like no one's business. Special Stage 3 has quite a bit of water. There's not that many railings, although there are a lot of straightaways. It's kind of like a NASCAR track in some instances. Also, there are fans and speed boosters on the floor, so you need to watch out, in terms of if they might send you into water, and there's also springs. You can get some cool, trick shots with all three of these, yeah, but sometimes you just need to slow yourself down and move around. The bumper walls will help you do this. And there's our yellow time stone. Quite pretty, wouldn't you say? Many more to go, though. Although with our current point rate, we're just going to be we have millions of lives. Although Sonic games usually are pretty generous, aside from Sonic 1 and 2, in terms of life counts. Although if you really know what you're doing, it's generous there too. The interesting thing is that Sonic CD was being made at the same time that Sonic 2 was. Sonic 2 was being developed in America while Sonic CD was being made in Japan. I believe the San Diego team. I actually forget if it was Yuji Naka was in Japan and then he had trusted American people going to do the Sonic 2 stuff. Because Sonic is more popular in the West in general, especially in Europe and Australia. Do we really count that as West? Non-Asian, how about that? But yeah, this kind of wacky design just screams Yuji Naka. I don't know why I always associate Yuji Naka with wacky Sonic design. It's kind of like how Fire Emblem fans will always go with the old designer Kaga for all the wacky, like, old designs of those games. I kind of found that parallel kind of goofy. I think I'm like the only Sonic fan though who thinks Yuji Naka is kind of weird in terms of his design choices. Although I do know that Sonic CD has quite a few people who love it and quite a few people who don't like it. And then you find the people who think it's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh boy, these pinballs. Also, finding 50 rings, there's a little trick you can do if you find yourself in a situation where you need to find another 50 because you got hit or something. Also, that was a nice loop around. Going to the past or future will have their own like sets of rings. So there is that to consider. Sonic CD gives you plenty of opportunities to backtrack, usually. I don't think you can very well in Collision Chaos 2, but it's been a while since I've actually actively explored Collision Chaos. Almost every stage name in Sonic CD is alliterative too. You know, it's kind of like Donkey Kong Country in that regard. Oh my gosh, I hate these guys so much. They hit you all the damn time. Also, those give you points, and we all know how useful points are. Actually, points, as I said, give you extra lives, so it's kind of helpful. The upper route there has kind of weird platforms. Just keep your eyes out for rings, though, if you're going for the time stones. And of course, watch out for enemies. Getting shields whenever you possibly can is also nice, and the lower route is super dangerous still. That is a good signifier that this is the end of the stage, by the way, that grassy green deal. But if you do a half-pipe loop here, you can actually get some more items and stuff, but you have to make sure the spring isn't up. Super peel out and roll a bit. And go with the momentum, don't fight against it like it's being shown right now. Yeah, do that. And there's also a goal up here as well. Collision Chaos, oh, it's a trip, that's for sure. I mean, if you like Casino Night Zone or those type of levels, you probably will like it, but also we have a nice Phantasy Star like esque background going on right here. Bit more open, there's 6 UFOs again. Grass will slow you down, keep that in mind. It won't eat up time, thankfully. For some reason, you know, yeah, that time-eating water is... and those trip you up and make you lose your rings. I believe they're new to Special Stage 4, but I might be mistaken. UFOs now will start having like super speed patterns where they'll go slow and then they'll start going fast all of a sudden to reset their position. They're really obnoxious to hit like that sometimes, and what happened there? Hitbox, hitbox, hitbox. And that's when you're just like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But there is the time UFO, which... really handy. He also respawns constantly, so as long as you can get back to the middle of the stage, you're golden. You can keep getting time back. You just have to make sure you don't eat up too much by being in water for too long, or else, you know, it really won't make a difference. Our fourth time stone in tow. It's time to take on the boss of this act. His boss, oh yeah, Collision Chaos, Bad Future's kind of, even more wacky, although it's all gray now. The boss is a pinball machine. This doesn't sound very fun, does it? That's because it's kind of luck-based. Hope you like pinball. There's plenty of rings though, so you don't have to die. You just need to perfect launch yourself up a couple times so you get rid of all of Eggman's silly stuff. He also has bombs that he'll throw at you, but they generally just affect your trajectory. Most of the bosses are kind of like this in a sense that they just have that weird one gimmick, and once you destroy the gimmick, you win. Because once you get up once, it hit Robotnik, he's pretty much hosed. Yeah, see, like toast. We were outrunning him there. Sonic could just catch him and like complete this game there. But I'll see you next time when we head into Tidal Tempest. Till then.